You know, sometimes I would get one. Now, you know, which person haven't I interacted with here? I want to ask someone questions in your presence and I show you the problems that they have, just using the laws of health and the disease they are suffering from. That's why we check. A scale will tell us whether you're over fat, whether you're underweight, whether you're no. Yes. So the scale will tell us. So under the nutrition law, we need a what? A scale. And there are 9 scales that I need all of you to have. You see with the one you are going to use. Body fat scale machines. That one will tell your fat. It will tell your BMI. The one I use also tells your water content that you have in your body and your muscle strength and the energy that you have in kilojoules. Okay. So those scales are what you may need to use at a health expo. Okay. So when you tell the body fat, some people just from there will tell this one was already BP just by seeing the body fat level. They will tell this one should have a change of BP. So you're screening because the fat comes from what we eat. The weight comes from what we eat. If we are underweight, it means there's something wrong with our nutrition. There are also vegetarians who can't balance. So the body is going down to react.
Hello everybody, this is Pete the Bush. Intake gave me this body fat scale. As its name implies, it measures your body fat and also measures your weight. The thing I'm puzzled over about these body fat scale is that this thing you see here is made out of glass. There's no electrodes here to connect you between you and the electronic device. You may need electrodes here to measure your conductiveness throughout your body so that you can measure how much fat is in your body, how much muscle in your body. However, I do know that glass is an insulator and this is all glass right here. Maybe it's a special type of form of glass where it is conductive somehow. And you see there's a little pattern here, but I'm not too sure what this pattern really does. Is it like a capacitive coupling or something? I'm not sure if you can do that. So after I unbox this and evaluate it, I'm gonna actually take it apart a little bit to see what's inside and if it's actually measuring your body fat or is it inferring your body fat just from your weight and your height. Let me open it up. Apparently it's a double box. Let me open it up again. Let me open it up again. Let me open it up again. Okay, here is the scale. 4 AA's. These 4 positions is where they measure the weight. They just kind of sum up all 4 of them and you get your weight. Switch for kilogram or pounds. Over here it does say 6mm tempered safety glass platform. Capacity up to 400 pounds. So to set this thing up, you just press set and it says male or female. And then what kind of activity do you do? Are you just resting? Are you very active? Or are you walking pace? I found this interesting because you can't adjust a centimeter to inches on this scale. And then you press set again and then it asks you how old you are. And then it has the kilograms. Just step on it. Yep, that's how much I weigh. But since I want it in pounds, I'm going to click this. And now you see I got 142.6 pounds. You'll notice I'm wearing socks because I don't feel like showing my bare feet on camera that close. Anyway, if you want to do the body fat measurement, you need to be on your bare feet. And then you just step on it. And then you wait until they're done. And you just remain on the scale. And then now it's going to measure your body fat. And then there we have it. 15.9%. Body fat, muscle mass 49.8%, bone weight 43%, visceral fat is 4%.
Time. So what is your height? What is your height?
167.
167?
Yes.
So 167. You do like this. 167. What is your age?
18.
18. So we have to do like this. We come down up to 18. Up to 18. Then get ready. You are going to stand here now. Get ready. You stand. Now. The first is your weight. This is weight. These are fats. This is water. This is BMI, and these are calories. That's fine.
BMI mean? Try to explain what
BMI is body mass index, which is supposed to be between 18.5 to 24.9. Above that, you are overweight. You go to 30, it comes to obesity. That is how it is.
Okay. I press here. And I want to switch from a male to a female.
Yeah. No. Press again. You are late. You are late. You have to do it fast.
I press where double.
Wait. Wait. You guys are off. Then you start again. What's that chat? Why? So Muzaka press a tata. Press again. Again? Yes. Now. Whether it is a man, because switch up. Again press set. Enter height.
What's your height, Mama?
1.65.
1.65.
Your age?
Press again.
26.
Enter age. You said
26.
26. Leave it. Then 00 comes
Prepare.
on. Then you stand.
Let me record for you.
Wait. You can stand. So the first figure which comes is weight. So this is weight.
68.8.
33.5 fats.
33.
45.
What is that? 45.
68.9 weight. Fats is 33.5. Water 45.7.
45.
BMI 25.3. 2003 calories.
2000.
It will come 2006. 2003. That's what it has been done.
Okay, so
the body is going down deteriorating. So they may need more education to understand. Now that's a place to find a good education. You understand that? Look, even when you go to teach, the truth is that the right diet is vegetarian diet. That's the truth and it will never change. But when you go to teach, also you health leaders are doing this program, get all varieties. Get Elder Moyo who's big, get another vegetarian who's small, so let people know their varieties also. So they say, oh, if I don't want to be that vegetarian, I can look like this vegetarian. It shouldn't look like it's just one way to look thin. Okay, that's very important. Yes.
Thank you. I have a friend who is a vegetarian. At one time he got sick. He was so sick that we feared that he would die. Yeah. Later we discovered his major diet was just on vegetables and sometimes on his soya
Products.
Yeah. We feared because he was not
Picking up, yes.
Yeah. And we knew, I think, possibly the cause of his health is
Not balancing them.
not balanced.
Yes.
So in this case, I think there's need for us also to emphasize on balancing as you undertake this vegetable diet.
Yes. And that's why we need a nutrition class.
Yes.
You see that? Because that will help you to know. Because you're supposed to have knowledge as you get into this. That's very important. And now the challenge is there are people who have been saying I'm changing for 10 years, they are still changing. What is that advantage? They say, no, I'm just remaining with white meat. For 15 years, it's just remaining with white meat. What advancement is that? Are you seeing that? So you're supposed to advance as you get the knowledge.
Now,
Yes.
just on that, is it advisable if someone is in that position to advise him to go for meat just to balance up? Because I've heard that some doctors have ended up
putting others on meat because they are not balanced.
Exactly.
It's because they are not knowledgeable. Look, if I was a physician, I would advise them how to balance the right food. That's all. Because even that which you advise, it will still bring a problem. Let me tell you, it's a truth that not all physicians know nutrition, even at the hospital. No. That's why they are nutritionists. Yes. That's the truth. So even the hospitals are lacking proper nutritionists. That's what I want you to know. We are lacking that in all institutions. Okay. I'll give you an example. I'll put you on liver for a cow. What is the job of a liver?
It's a lot of
So is that what I should put my patient on? Because it's lacking. I can't do that. I can't. So what if he gets cancer now? What he had was even better than cancer. So what we need, in all angles, there had been some people in the past who became vegetarian without knowledge. They are just eating every day. Even me, if vegetarian was all about soya pieces, I would have not even got into it. It would have been boring. You ate the soya pieces that we had last night, eh? Yes. Those are not polished soya pieces. They are different from what you ever eat in town. Those are very different. Yes.
I think, Mr. Mkomba, I'll still stress on that.
I hear you.
You are not doing any good, you guys.
Okay.
The reason why I'm saying, keep on saying that is, me, I've been a vegetarian for quite a long time. It has helped me because my wife is in nursing.
Yes.
But what we are saying is, you guys will need to prepare that information which you are talking
Facts.
about.
It's been on me on that one. It says
You are just, there's a reason why I'm saying
It's
that.
true.
All these diseases that you are teaching, all these menus that you are teaching, from here, the information that you are giving it, because you don't have sufficient time. This is scanty information. You are just jumping here and there, exciting us. And from that excitement, we are not really picking what exactly we need to do when we leave this place.
Yes. Okay, fine.
So what we need to do exactly is you need to come up with nutritional books, or a simple, since you know now what is mostly which is affecting people like BPs and that. By now you should have come up with the manual books.
Thank you.
Which would have moved away with it as we are departing from this place. Then we go, right now we have a crusade. My leader is needed there. But she is going to attend to people with BP, sugar, and whatever.
Okay.
She's a health professional.
I know her.
After diagnosing those people, what remedy does she offer? Apart from the medicines which she has learned at school. She has no know-how or any handout which is going to guide her to help those people along that line which you are talking about.
Thank you so much. And it's because we've never met like this. It's the first time. I can be able to give what I have for now. Then if you can help me, I've got a new book I've developed for nutrition, a proper one in colored. Would you love and offer to print it out in books? Damn, everything, I have it. I've got one simple one, I've got another major one that shows even the food, how they will look and everything. That I can even do. It's all done. But we haven't printed them out. But the smaller one was printed, that one whenever we do health expos, those people buy it. The other small one is cheaper, it's about 30 kwacha. But this bigger one will be expensive because it's colored and hardcover.
It's better that it's done like that. What's the professors, the doctors, they still refer and exaggerate.
Indeed. Yes. So before you go today, on the remedies that we help them at the crusade, see me, I'll give you. Okay, that I'll give you. I will give what I can give to all of you are here before you. That I know. That's my duty. Yes, it's my duty to do that. I know that. We'll see how far we can go. But it's good that you've also seen that you needed more time. That's very important. Because I know you don't easily get such health seminars. It's the first one. So it's a beginning. From the beginning, there's another step. That's where we're advancing, okay? That's what we need. So that's what we need. So when you move now, listen, Elder Chima and the team, just bring us those things. Bring them for us here. Brother Besa, help Elder Chima to bring the expo things here. Okay? So as we do those things, as we do Health Expo, this is what I want you to know. On the nutrition part, what you have is the scale. The other things that you can also check people that tells your nutrition aspect and the value. For example, you know diabetes will tell you how your sugar levels is in terms of energy, right? So if you want on that table, you can put someone specifically to check what? Sugar levels. So it should not be at a congested place. There's food and there's this one. So the table for food should be away from this concentration area. And they should be where to see one who's checking sugar levels, glucose. Okay? That will help them. So they check their glucose. Also glucose will tell you the energy that they have in your blood. That's what it is. Then with this software is you come to the name, you enter that you write the name in there. For example, who knows their weight here? That I can do questions. If you come to the name, you enter that you write the name in there. For example, who knows their weight here? That I can do questions. Okay. Let me do it on my mother. Okay. So let's say my mother here, Mrs. who? Ma? Hamwene. Ka or ha? Okay. How old are you this year, Mama? Can you ask you? 50 years. Okay, so my mother is 50. All I will just enter 50 years. We know, so let's say you just put M or F. So I'll put she's female, I'll put F. Okay, what is your weight?
65.
6'5". What is your height?
1.5.
1.5 what? 1.50. She can't be 1.6. She's short.
1.67. Yeah.
Okay. My mother is following 5 only. 5 laws. Those are the current health practice. Yes. Then our current age is 50, but our bodies appearing as if she's 48 years, 5 months, slightly younger. Okay. Then she has the potential to look as if she's 45 years, 5 months. This body she has. She can even look more. When you're aging, the body should look younger than your appearance, like your age. That means you're not aging faster. That's what it's supposed to. Then you're going towards life. The more you age and your body ages faster, it means you're going towards death faster. Okay? Then there's something called added years there. Do you see that? Huh? Added years. Added years is saying 4.4. Now it's saying if she was obeying all the laws of health, she was supposed to be adding 4 years, 4 months to her lifespan. That means she's deteriorating by 4 years, 4 months. That's what it means. Now listen. Now what are the laws of health that she's not doing so much? Well, here they're saying number 1, her normal weight is supposed to be between 48 to 56. That should be normal weight. And you said you're 65, right? Now, this may not be correct because she was guessing. You need the correct things. Right height, right things. That's what you tell it. Yes. So it's saying, so it's from the readings we've given, it's saying she's supposed to be from a normal weight from 48.7 to 56. That's her normal weight. Meaning, the moment she just goes above 56, the body starts complaining inside. The cell starts deteriorating. That's what happens. That's why it's important to maintain the normal weight. Then, so the law she's breaking, you see she's obeying 5 out of 7. So the law she's breaking, number 1, is the weight she's above. She's breaking the law of what? Nutrition. Then also it says, get regular exercise. What law is she breaking? Law of the exercise. She's not doing much better. So those are the 2 laws that can make it 7 carryable there. That's what computer health is. So it's just encouraging you to obey God's law. So it's a software program that we should give you. Yes,
in an event that you don't have a laptop,
yes.
Can we use it on our phone?
Yes, I've never used it on my phone, but you can have it. I have it, like I've never installed it. There are other phones that maybe that thing is quite yes.
Okay.
Yes. The other phones that may install it, but I've never used it. I've only installed it on the computer myself. Then, do you know when I had this program? It's an old program. I had this in 2004. Old program. It's not something new. Now, in the other things, when you don't have a phone, please follow the other simple things like BMI. Okay? Calculate the BMI. I know you have to know how to calculate BMI. All have leaders. That will help you. And how to calculate the normal weight of any person. Everyone, we don't have, you know the challenge in the community. People think when they are old, they are supposed to have a lot of weight. That's what is in the minds of the people. Yes. But each one of us have got their normal weight, is it? Yes, and I'm supposed to know where I'm supposed to be. So now we need to educate them and change their mindset. That is what we need. So on the temperance part, if you saw the question, they were about how temperate she is in obeying the laws. That's what it is. So you have this program. So you have people. So if I'm doing it in town, like if I do it at the university, I get students, all those in the campus ministries who have computers that tell them, bring and install. So we might have 20 computers. The students are coming and doing this. And they are connected to a printer. It prints your results. After you're done, it prints your results. So I use the printed one, or the already photocopied one where you can do right from them the results. That's all. Any of that. All those forms I'll give you that you may know how to use them and have them in your files. I have them. So that is on the law of what? Temperance. From the law of temperance now you need, okay, the last one is trust in divine power. So trust in God. Here they are going to find a counselor who will counsel them through the spiritual and their physical results on their papers, correcting everything and counseling and helping them at the end point. That's why you need a pastor, an elder, and someone who understands health when you train them. Here you need a spiritual counselor and one who understands health. So you can counsel their spiritual life. You can also counsel their physical health according to the results you received. That's how you what? You do it in setting up a health expo. You can add other things when setting up a health expo. What other things can you add? You can add things like other things, malaria tests. Okay, people may have that. Though the challenge in the SDA, you have seen what we've started now. Because of not having knowledge, we even call those people who just come to give condoms at our health expo. For what? We can't do that in a church. Demonstration. And I was at one place, I'll tell you this as well, where they invited a group to come and teach HIV and AIDS, and they came to give us a movie on how to use condoms in church on the TV. Look at that. So you're supposed to look, the world offers a lot of things. You're supposed to sieve on your own. Use your discretion on how you set the problem. You can bring, to know people are complaining of sight. So every time there's an episode, people say, oh, if you not call opticians to come, they come. But listen again, you need opticians because people need glasses for good viewing, right? But you need to educate them how to rebuild the sight. It's not a solution if they're just coming to sell their glasses. No. You have to educate them how to build their sight. You can bring the dental also, is it? The dental, you can bring them and help to teach them and help them out from their teeth. That's good. So the others even do under 5 for the young ones, is it? Others do under 5, which is also good. That. Okay, so you have to get good things that will help you when doing a health expo. But what I always teach is with me the principles are enough. You can add diabetes, you can add cholesterol screens. I have a cholesterol machine, portable one, the one just to move like a diabetes machine, but it's cholesterol. You just get a screen, check it, will tell you the cholesterol levels. So if you have that, you can use it. I had one which I used to use for HB stripes. They are very good. I got them from England. You just put a sample there, the color, check it together, and it was so good. It would always say, even if you use the machine one and that one, it was giving the same answer. I tried it several times. It was so good. So you can put other additional things that are important for you to screen as you help the people. There has to be hygiene. Get people are knowledgeable when doing these things. That's why it's total membership involvement. You can't do this alone as the health leader. You see how big it is. You need to train the whole church and involve them. That's what you need to do. That's why the health department is not just the health leader. You should have a team in the health department. That way it will help you, not alone. It's very hard, I can assure you. It's not easy. You're not supposed to be alone. I went to Uganda at the camp meeting. What did I find? I found they had brought a witch doctor to come and teach health at the camp meeting. It was serious, a witch doctor. And because they've been listening to him on radio. And the pastors are there and they bring a witch doctor. And the conference assigned me that campsite and I arrived there. Then my friend told me, what is this man doing? The friend told me, this is a witch doctor they are bringing. I've never seen. I said, how? My friend from Uganda got up and said, me, I will leave. I said, you now, if you, the owner from Uganda, wants to leave, what about me? Here I'm visiting. So I told him, okay, fine. Let me go and speak to the pastor. So I took the letter. In the conference, the union here has given me to do a program on health, the camp meeting. But this is how we are going to do it. So they said, oh, okay, from the union. So quickly they give me the podium. When I taught there, the witch doctor realized he's teaching wrong things. Then away. So certain things, you find a lot of wrong things, you have to correct them. I went to one church in the rural where I found they are saying, "Kantukakangena mulinso." What you do is, they said, somebody was saying, "Kuvala mpuno imozi," then you don't know what you do at Kazachoka. I said, you never made sense. So, and after that, when they started asking, no, so now look, we are trying to help people. You are supposed to have, I know we come from different areas. You see that? If you ask such a question, you go to University Church, they will ask you questions. Going to Thorn Park, they will ask you questions because you are depending on the class of people where you are. And even in certain things, where you are, bring certain health lectures that suit them with where they are, with the challenges they face. That's very important. So you have to look at where you are and what people need in the area where you are when coming up with this. Okay? Then you help them. Then it will be a successful one. When advertising for a health expo, don't forget to do flyers. Tell them, or we invite you to an health expo at Kasamba SCHHS. I've seen one, they've already posted theirs. We'll be screening the following: blood pressure, your BMI, your weight, your sugar levels, okay, your computer health age, anti-stress chair massage, step-up exercise. When they see that, oh, so this will be checked, people would want to come there. But you should be ready for them, because when you do this, you are calling for trouble. So you really need to be alert and be there on time, because people are impatient when it comes to health. They are very impatient, and make sure you have enough personnel as you do that. I'll give you a form that will show when setting up a minimum number that you need to set up a health expo. It will show you how many people you need in every health expo to set up that. And the gadgets you need. Now listen, there are certain things, you see, this is what I use me to teach when doing health expo. On the sunshine pad, I'll have this. Exercise, I'll have that. Okay, I'll have that from the new start we entered in the nutrition, I'll have that. Fresh air, I'll have this. Temperance, I'll have that. Then, so there should be someone educating the people on this. It should be attractive, okay? When you're doing it. Trust in God, you have that. So it should be attractive as you do a health expo. So you're supposed, every health department is supposed to have panels like this. You know, I've bought this from different times and people have borrowed them and stored them and I keep on buying and exploring them. Churches borrow this every time from me. And I tell them, all you need is a promotion to get yours. This is my information, I made it. Yeah, man. So you can do that and have yours. Okay? Depending on which one you want. If you want this, you see the pop-up stands, right? Okay, the pop-up stand, because we get these things down here on their own cost, and this thing on its own cost. I'll give you an example, like the company that does for me on printing out all my things, they charge me only 250 for this. Just this. Then that thing, buying it alone is at 500, 600 kwacha, just the thing. Then what you need to do, all you have in that area is you have step-up exercise tables. Step-up exercise tables, I think they'll bring some, then you see how you can make yours and have them. Step-up, there are those which they sell when you go to game, Trojan step-up, huh? The ones that you go up for exercise, up and down, you know them, huh? They're those small tables. You can buy that at the church, or you can make the plank ones. Okay? You can make the plank ones. So when you have the exercise table, the key is to exercise with the people. The key is to check how the heart rate is working before exercise, a few minutes after exercise, and after they've rested. That's the reason for doing that. Bring me the tables. Yes, those tables. So, certain things you can easily make them and have them and use them for health exposition. You can have them. Put it there. Just put it there. So you can, like this one, there's a guy who made for me. Is even here. So you can give you contracts to make for your churches, okay? Other churches may manage, others can't, right? So this is what I advise. If you can manage just without those, it is also okay. You can just roll them and use them. Whenever you're doing it, just hang them. You can do what you can manage. That's what you need, okay? In doing that. If you need them, just let me know how I can do them for you. That's very important. Then you do them right here that you have. So mine are about 18. Each law has 2. One that shows treatment and the other one that shows how to prevent. How you can use that law for treatment and how you can use to prevent disease. That's how they speak. Then the other one are just general information. The other 2 they just give general information. So general information like that one, you see the laws of health, that's general. That's showing you. So you can have that at the entrance. So people can just look at the laws of health. Then there's another one that just talks about that you have, if you're doing at a church, you can even print one, that's a general banner that you always use, that is talking about your church and health checkups that you are going to have, but you don't put the dates. That is just showing what you have. You can always use it on every health expo. So that's what you need, and you do them. So you may need this for your, so on the materials, you need panels, we call them health panels. Now listen. There is what they call celebration. Somebody have ever read about celebration?
Yes.
Yes. Celebration is also there, but I've not seen it being intensified, and I don't know why. But that's the one that is coming from the general conference also. At first, I've just been using all these. Me, I use God's plan. Mine is God's plan, this one. God's plan is the best for me, that's the one I use. God's plan has godly trust, open air, daily exercise, lots of water, okay? Always temperate, God's plan. Plenty of rest, lots of water, air, and nutrition. That's what God's plan stands for. So that's the one I use. I use God's plan because for me it has already it was quoted by Sister one like that. God's plan, yes, but it's the same laws of health. Okay, others were using new stats. Okay, God's plan is the same things. Okay, so and that's what we need to come up and educate the people and teach them on the laws. So in doing an health expo, make sure you have the health panels. Then you find yourself at least, depending on where you are and how many people you are going to attend, you can even have 10 of these or 6 or 4 or 2. Mostly I use 2, but if it's huge, I'll have 6 of the step-up tables. Okay? Yes?
The celebrations, there is a book.
Yes, there is a book.
Yeah,
Celebration.
like
Celebration. Celebration is also odd. You know it was done in 2004. So just at the time it reached Zambia, it was too late. It was too late. Yeah. So celebration, there's a book. The first time celebration came to Zambia, it was me who did it with all the missionaries are trained. You remember the Pardon Mwanza Crusade, City Crusade? Did you attend the City Crusade where Pardon Mwanza came when he just came to the General Conference, which was at Government Complex? How many were there? You attended. We had a screen, you saw that? Huh? It was me who was doing that with the people. Yes. So I got missionary volunteers, they did that with Dr. Laguno and the union, so we did that. It was very nice. It was well done, it was nice. You enter there, you feel you're going to a wedding. Yes, it looks so nice. So you have to make it attractive, you understand that? If you're doing it outside, make sure you get a tent, pitch a tent for health exposition alone. Mostly in the church, people shun. We can hold an health expo outside the church. If you say at the church, they think it's for SDA alone. But if you take it at the mall, so the church can go and do an evangelistic program at the mall. Health exposition. You can go at the market. Were you there when the UNZA student had a mission in Matero? That was the second training they had, which I gave them. That was an efficient mission. They finished Matero treating people using the laws of health in their homes, Matero. They have how many for a week at their church. And the students were going, doing city evangelism in their homes. They treated many people in their homes. The students from Umza. They went in, prayed with the people, swept for them, cleaned things for them, and invited them. They did a massive work. So when you've got a strong army, this is where you need to involve the youths. You see that? Huh? Educate them and let them do. So when you're doing an health expo, this is how you need to also know how to use your discretion. When doing an health expo, there are certain things that you just have to let health personnel to do. I'll give an example. Sometimes blood screening, even if you know how to do it, leave them for health personnel. Because the public government may be concerned. So what do you need? You bring your physicians from the church to be in charge where blood screens are in charge. Exercise, you can take anyone who knows how to take them in exercise. You see that? How to drink water, anyone. You see that? But those that involve blood screening, put a health what? Worker. Because she'll be asked, are you a health worker? And she'll know how to respond. From the regression they give them from where they went from, they will know. You see that? That's how you do it. That will help you. There are things that they can teach you how to do, like using a BP machine. Anyone can know how to do that. It's simple. Blood screens, let them do it. They will do it so well as health personnel, and it will help them. And they can give good explanation. That's what we need. So use your discretion when it comes to certain things like that. And take up the education part. Teach the members how to educate on these things. For example, look, they're saying, what does exercise do? It helps circulation for blood to move well in your body. It strengthens the heart muscles. Today we've got people with weaker heart muscles, hearts that are dilating because of weaker blood vessels and heart muscles. Okay? And also, it lowers high blood pressure. It lowers the risk of heart disease. So you have to explain this in the simplest way. Even the people you're attending to, if they don't understand English, find out what language they understand and try to make it simpler. That's what you need to do. It helps the nerves, improves alertness. Like today, because you started with an exercise, your minds are alert. That's very important, okay? It reduces stress, relieves anxiety and depression, improves quality of sleep. If you do an exercise, you'll be able to sleep well. Okay? Now listen. Here's what we check. If the heart is beating, look, if your heart is beating 80 beats in a minute, meaning in 1 hour your heart is beating how many times? 48,000. Meaning in a year it's beating 42,048,000 times. That's in the whole year. If it's always working 80 beats and above. But if it is lower, if you control your heartbeat to 72 and lower, look, 72 beats in a minute, it's beating, it means in 1 hour it's beating 42,000. Remember, so 42 from 48 to give you how many beats is it serving? 6,000 beats for the heart to rest, and it should not die faster. Look at that. That's why it's important to help your heart. That's why you're helping it. Okay? So, meaning in the whole year, if it's working like that, it's only working in the whole year for 6,792,000 times. It's so in all this, it's saving 5,256,000 beats. Meaning your heart is not overworking. Yes, 5 million. 256,000. That's how much it's saving for it to rebuild and be saved from dying faster. So there are many things. So there are many people, even here. I will check you if we do the pulse rate. Most of you are not even exercising, but if I check your beats are above 80. But you're seated. So your heart is working like you're already running. So there are many things that may cause that. We take stimulants, we take dangerous spices. You need to avoid, you prepare foods for health and bring them at the church and you put black pepper. Don't do those things. Black pepper is highly cancerous. You prepare foods, you prepare chips for the people at church and you even put vinegar. Don't do those things. Vinegar is double fermented alcohol. That's what vinegar is, if you didn't know. That's why Jesus refused to take vinegar on the cross even when it was painful. In the olden days, if they want you to die less of pain when you're in pain, they would give vinegar. Like the way you do when someone is going for operation. So Christ even refused it. Now that's what we give people. Vinegar is so strong, it can easily give you ulcers. It can take your BP easily hard. You can't do it. So you need to avoid certain things like that in giving people. What does exercise do? It strengthens your immune system, protects against infection, increases cancer protection. So it does. So you have to educate them just what simple things what exercise does. Okay? And how you use the sunshine, okay, how to do it. for your bedroom and other places. So temperance. So you look at those. So you're supposed to learn. What you need is you're supposed to have a new start training. You understand the laws detailed, then you can explain these things easily. If you understand the law of exercise detailedly, these things will be just coming from your head and you'll be able to explain how they work and how they strengthen the heart muscles. Your heart is supposed to rest in between the beats. It obeys the law of rest. So if you're having heart palpitation, your heart is in trouble. There's a rhythm at which the heart also works, and that is very important. Then at the final ending, you cancel the people and help them. So that's how you do a health expo, a simple health expo. Questions from you? If there are no questions, I want us to do a practical one. We're supposed to break for lunch? So we can break for lunch at 13, but I'll give you a break for now. Right, before we go to practical now. Right? Are there questions? Okay, if there are no questions, I would ask you to break. Yes, Anna?
Yeah, emphasizing on the milk and the eggs to be dangerous. How dangerous are they?
Okay, come to my lessons today in the evening now. We're talking about that.
Really, these, the soft copies.
Yes, these are mine. These belong to Seven Missionary Institute under the Health Education Resource of Seven Missionary Institute. So I don't give unless you buy. But I can give you all the information, but not these. You can't print them without my permission. Okay. Thank you. We can break for now.